The year 2017 will be worse than 2016 and previous years. Donald Trump is president-elect won the electoral vote, not the popular vote. The Electoral College was designed to be a fair system to elect representatives based on the way citizens voted in each state. It was made so that each state was equal and no state would have the advantage by people moving to it to make more of a population to add more votes. Popular votes does not mean a person wins an election. When they posted Dewey defeats Truman in a newspaper, it was based on popular votes and not electoral ones. Enough about that. If Clinton would have won, nobody would claim the Electoral College wasn't fair. If you want to know why Clinton didn't win and Trump took over the Rust Belt states, Clinton said she would close down coal mines to save the environment plus raise taxes on the middle class. The Rust Belts are mostly Democrats, but voted for Trump instead of Clinton to save their coal mines and jobs around the coal mines. Another factor was only 51% of registered voters went out to vote. It was such a close race, that if the other 49% of registered voters would have voted for Clinton, she would have won the electoral votes as well as popular votes. Trump got more people to get out and vote, and he hardly paid anything for advertising, as the news media gave his free coverage 24/7 by reporting on every tweet or whatever he did. Another factor is fake news sites. Both liberals and conservatives had a ton of WordPress sites come up on new domain names pretending to be a real news site. They paid money to promote stuff on Facebook and paid trolls to write articles as a reporter might write them. It was so bad that Facebook and Google are trying to detect fake news before it is shared. Sort of a censorship program by domain name. Big Brother and the Ministry of Truth will be here soon enough, where only news approved by authorities is allowed on social networks. Why will 2017 be worse than 2016? Social justice warriors, feminists, liberals have all staged protests to disrupt the economy, highways, colleges, businesses, and get violent at times and throw rocks and bottles and then burn things down with more riots and looting. It is predicted that this Not My President movement will do everything they can, even break laws, to try and force Trump out of office. Nobody can see the future and these things might not happen. People are trying to get representatives in the Electoral College to not vote the way the people did, but vote for Clinton or someone else instead of Trump so he doesn't have 270 votes to become president. If we have no new president, how will the USA function? That is why other nations are claiming the USA is weak. We are not united but fighting each other over things that mature adults would not fight and argue over. It is like a bunch of children fighting over a playground game. Hardly any of them are mature enough to accept defeat and work with others to resolve our differences. Can we stop being the divided states of America and start being the United States of America? We elect Democrats who don't do things for the people but corporations, like the Republicans did before them. Will these new Republicans elected to office do things any different? Lobbyists give them money to vote on laws in favor of the corporations and not the people. While we ignore that and get distracted by the news media dividing us over race, gender, and other things, we become divided and not united. 2017 is going to be worse because of that division. The news media makes a lot of money off advertising, so does social networks as well. They don't care if they divide people using fake news and other stuff. You have to investigate these news stories yourself, but most people just believe what they hear because it has an official seal on it by the news media. We have to stop fighting each other and work together, or else 2017 is going to be worse than 2016.